businesses and trying to educate people about the businesses. And I'll tell you as we go along about my journey towards it. And currently I host a show called Late Night Business. So my purpose through God has always been to advance the agenda of business through media, but at the same time also have some business, what's it called, about that. So I'll just introduce. So just a bit about me, several businesses I've done before. Earlier this year I graduated with my master's in digital journalism. My undergraduate was in Bachelor of Commerce. That's really what I wanted to do, but in between God literally led me into media. I got to have an interest in media. I got to meet Larry Mado, who became a mentor. I had this dream of getting myself onto TV, no history, and then I got into Standard Group, and I'll tell you about it, and then I got several roles, but at the same time I got to do what exactly I love to do, which is TV. Yes, that's just a bit about me. I'm always continuously developing. Currently I have so much interest in matters of AI, data, so I'm actually studying around that. So that's generally a bit about me. I've authored a book last year called The Business Conquest. So provided the book also just shares entrepreneurship lessons. The forward was by Ruby, and provided the whole book is about sharing entrepreneurial lessons from the Kenyan eye. And I share so many lessons. I forgot to carry them with me, but probably I can share. And also currently I'm running a business called Mojo, which is a dairy business, which is something I also get to share around with. So I do many things, but providing everything that I'm doing is tied to my purpose. And my purpose is literally to create, teach, and guide. That's also like educating, and just looking forward to share with you. So I was invited to literally take you guys through two particular topics: the world of entrepreneurship, and also just to touch a bit about how exactly you can go about your careers, how can you put your CVs together. So it depends on which particular note you can go with. So I'll just ask you just to work with me at any particular point. If you have a question, if you have any particular interaction, anything you want to, you can just feel free to just raise your hand and stop me at any particular point in time. Alright, so this is really what exactly I'll be taking you through. I'll try to take the shortest time possible so that you can get to interact. I'll try to share as much as of my personal experiences as much as possible. I don't want it to be theoretical, and hope we can actually get to be really much to you. So entrepreneurship, I'll just discuss entrepreneurship and careers, because I had all of you about it, right? I like feedback. You can together say aye. Aye. Fantastic. All of us about it, right? Yes. Just to show of hands, how many of us are still in campus? Interesting. How many of us are done with school? That's university or college? Interesting. How many of us are working? Show of hands. One? Oh, still we're not proud of ourselves. So, what kind of us are working? How many of us are done with school and not working? Show of hands. How many of us are running form of business? Children of God, let's feel proud of what exactly it is. 1, 2, 3, interesting. How many of us are once here have an interest in business? Right now, or anytime in the future, have an interest in business? Fantastic. How many amongst us have an interest in pursuing career? By show of hands. Alright, so by what I see, it's a mixed crowd. Alright, so entrepreneurship, I'll just discuss about entrepreneurship and career, what exactly some of the differences and the values you can actually get to take. I'll talk about something called hierarchy of values. This is a theoretical concept I've come about, and I'll just discuss about it. I'll talk about the entrepreneurship process, and some wisdom around entrepreneurship from my experiences. So all I'm going to be discussing, I'll be sharing as much as my experiences and some of all of the stuff I've seen. And also at the end, in brief, I'll also talk around matters careers. So how do you go about setting up your CV? I'll just talk a bit briefly about it, the cover letter, go about the interview, negotiation within the workplace, career growth, talk about in terms of some of the etiquettes. So we'll just walk this journey, and I'll try to make it as practical so that can be applicable to you. You guys together to this particular point, say aye. Aye. Awesome. So, as I start my presentation, one of the things I always believe is that we always have to own our journeys, right? And one of the things I've have come to see, I turned 31 this year. I know I don't look 31, I told I look much older, and sometimes I told I look much younger, but I turned 31 this year, so there's something I've seen through life. Because I'm really confident. In my 20s, I got to experience so much. And one of the things, as I start my presentation, is that all of us have to own our own journeys. One of the things that I'm going to realize about life is that, especially being in the social media era, you always want to follow somebody. Let's say in my pathway, I was in Stanford University, right, pursuing Bachelor of Commerce. The pathway that I was set to do was to do Bachelor of Commerce. I started doing the CCA. I was set up to be an accountant. But in between, I wanted to be like my father. My father was an accountant, became a senior accountant, worked in Rwanda, was very successful, and I was very good in business when I was in secondary school. And the advice I asked when I was looking for career path, I was told, go pursue BCom, go do accounting, go become an accountant, and then go conquer the world, go start a career and all that stuff. That's the pathway I wanted to pursue. So immediately after clearing Strathmore, I started doing the CCA. So CCA is literally called a Chartered Certified Accountant. It's like CPA, but it's an international certification. I started doing it as I waited for my Form 4 to come out. Back in the day, I finished in 2010, just taking a while. So by the time Form 4 in Abuja, I get into university, I wanted to combine. That was the path I wanted to set out to be. But when I was in second year, I got to realize there's more to life and I'm not uncovered myself. So in between, I got to have an interest in media. So just as the guy here, taking pictures and decided, I found it very interesting. So I volunteered for my, communication department, got an interest in media. YouTube was coming back then, and I learned how to edit, do videos. I started a show while I was in Strathmore called the Endemic Show. And the whole perspective was trying to bring that I made an observation. There are many of us in campus, but very few of us. But within the campus that I was in Strathmore, there were individuals who had, that got ahead with their time. There was a gentleman called Bill Odiago who plays for Kenya Sevens. The Wangeshi was a rapper. We were part of, we were the same school. So I made an observation. All of us are students, but some amongst the students are doing much more than just being a student. So the whole objective through the show was, why not show all these particular people? Because my mindset has changed. By the time I was 21, I was more focused on being more about purpose. So I started doing that show. You can go out on YouTube and check it, and then show you what's looking back then. But in that particular pursuit, I wanted to make that in Mandoko. I told him about my interest. He got me to NTV. When I was at NTV, I used to go to see live do the trend back in the day. So I used to remain at the back end, and that's why I formed a lot of media. I started learning, observing, I started writing for the nation when I was still in campus. And for my internship, because all of us, some of us have done internships, right? So for my internship, I thought, I have this interest in media, but at the same time, due to my exposure and taking myself out, I got to realize also I liked business. So in between that, because I was in campus, I was part of a club called the Strathmore Business Club. So also used to invite business people to school. So through the process, I also met my mentor and also set up a business. So for my internship, I interned at my own business, which was something was unheard of back then. So that was sort of like my journey. So what I'm trying to say is that in between the pursuit of a noble path that was set out, I got to uncover different parts of myself. And the part I got to uncover was a part of business and a part of media, because I met people in between. So what exactly is it I'm trying to say is that all of us have a set journey. Our journeys are all not the same. And remember, before I started, as I was starting to a presentation, I just want to mention that all of us have our own journey. We can all be here, but all of us, God has intended a different path for ourselves. So you may be in school, and maybe probably desire to pursue a career, but maybe God has intended for you to go into business. Maybe God has intended for you to go into entrepreneurship. So at the start, there's no right path or wrong path. And there are various paths we can uncover. Because what exactly it is I'm trying to show you, or maybe I'm going to teach you today, is about entrepreneurship and careers. And at the end of the day, entrepreneurship or careers is about all of us exercising our purpose and getting to have a living through what is God has given us to do. So there are various journeys we can pursue. You can either go the career or entrepreneurship much later. You can either start in entrepreneurship, then go into career much later. You can choose to pursue your gifts. If you're a good singer, let's say as I mentioned, one of my schoolmates was on here, she was a rapper, she was backbeat. She said she was studying, was it financial engineering or something like that? She was very good, but she said pursue her gift as a talented artist. We had Billy Diago, who was playing for Kenya 7. He pursued that particular journey, we didn't become a team together. He pursued his journey as a rugby player, he's doing quite well. Some of us are not just choose to pursue our calling, maybe God has called you into ministry. So all of us have a different particular journey. All of us have a different calling. So I think the best thing to do, especially when you're still in university, or maybe after just cleared university, try to know what exactly it is that God has called you to do, but also intentionally also try to pursue as many things as you possibly can. Because in the process of pursuing that which you, the opportunities you have, God always leads you. For me, I was all over, and being all over, God managed to literally find myself, and that's how I got to find myself. And I'll touch about it as I go ahead. So, on your own journey. So, I just wanted to talk about entrepreneurship, right? And we're in a world whereby, I think everybody always just talk about when I'm an entrepreneur, I'm much better than someone in career. There's that kind of tag. And maybe because you're in business, you find yourself you see yourself above someone in career, but you don't see the difference per se. And I want just to share some of the differences and similarities. All of us know a career provided meaning that you're pursuing an office job or maybe a profession that you're going to go for. Entrepreneurship is about you pursuing an idea to create value. And I just want to talk about just eating a bit as I go to a presentation. So the thing is, from my observation, there are various factors that lead us to either entrepreneurship or careers. One of the things about risk profile. So going into the career journey, probably most likely you're risk averse. You're someone, maybe your persona, because all of us are built differently. Probably your persona is one where I want to be in a particular path, maybe in the office, I want to pursue this particular profession to the highest level, and maybe through employment, which is completely fine. In entrepreneurship, you have to be a risk taker. That's just providing us to be a particular personalities. Because I've tried various businesses, I've failed on various businesses, I've succeeded in some, I'm still struggling with some, but it's just part of it. Because sometimes the world of entrepreneurship is not as rosy as it seems. Through my show, I meet hundreds of entrepreneurs. Through my particular pursuits, I have so much experience in so much particular pursuits. And one of the things is, if it's not within yourself to become a risk taker and try to lose it all, then providing it will not be a path for you. Because you have periods whereby you have been auctioned, you have periods whereby you have to make very hard decisions. So it depends on who you are. It's about finding yourself. It also provides life circumstances and maybe what we call timeline. If you really want to pursue the journey of entrepreneurship or career, I would say our 20s are a period for us to experiment. The moment you're able to try new things, the more you're able to find yourself, the chances of you finding yourself. 20s, provided you're still under your mother's roof, your father's roof, you don't pay rent, you're not paying anything. So I always urge everybody in your 20s, from my experience, try to have as many experiences as you can, try to have as many risks as you can, because the more you're able to try, the more you're able to find your path. I was able to try business, and I was able to go into career, I was able to succeed and fail at both, but I was able to find myself. And the best thing you can actually get to do, especially in your 20s, is to try to find yourself. As I mentioned earlier, own your journey. All of us are very different. Let me just briefly share with you. So, as I mentioned, I started my business with my mentor after in my idea. That's when I set up a business called Trigger Studios. So I used to work with animation, used to do documentaries and stuff with guys. So immediately after I finished university, one of the things I said to myself, let me try business. And as my fellow classmates are going into careers, because once you're done with starting more guys going to auditing firms and stuff, their lives sort of like progressed very fast. Guys married early, guys are dating early, yeah, I struggled for a while. I really struggled for a while. So by the time I was finding my feet, it took me quite a while. But the interesting thing about it, that experience taught me. Because because I was running a production business, I was able to, my first job was actually in the standard group. With no prior media experience, I actually used that to get a managerial position. And I was employed by the essence of, you've tried so many things, so you can actually come into a business and manage. So I didn't start it out. So I started as a head of video on demand, so it was primarily trying to bring, trying to set up a Netflix for Kenya. That didn't work. Then I was given another position as head of innovation, and all these were built out of my experiences. So if you're able to try as many things as possible, you're able to find out your journey much earlier on. Perspectives, providing in terms of becoming entrepreneurs, about looking at possibilities as compared to limitations, skill sets. If you want to go into the world of entrepreneurship, try to have as many skills as possible, try to learn as many things as possible, because I'll take you through the process of building a business. You need to know as many things as possible, so that not to be as limited, not to limit your ability to build the business. I just finally, to share the similarities, because I don't want to bore you with a lot of theories, is that at the end of the day, whether in career or in business, there are two things. If you're in career, you're there to create value for your employer, or to create value through your role. If you're employed as an accountant, yours is to create value. Another thing between entrepreneurship and careers, the two things that they do share: creating value and to be of service. All of us exist to be of service to somebody else. Either in entrepreneurship, you exist to be of service to the client. If in career, you're there to be of service to the employer. So at the end of the day, one thing I always get to say, whether you're employed or in business, one thing that remains constant, you're creating value and you're being of service to anybody else. If you're not of either, you cannot survive in any particular place. If you're together with this particular point, say aye. Aye. And you can feel to stop me at any point and ask any question as you go along. There's this particular hierarchical value I just created, and primarily I created this just to depict in terms of how can you create the best value and how can you get to what's called to become high value individual. So, and I'm just using it as a demonstration. At the end of the day, whether in career or in business, you're there to create value and earn a living. And this particular hierarchy, I'm just trying to show you how best can you earn the best value in this particular hierarchy. The lowest hierarchy is exchanging your time, right? And I'm using and all this for lack of a better example, I'm using the example of a guard, right? An unskilled guard. Let me see, most of the guards there are going to Masai and Buddha. I'm a total shaka. For lack of a better example, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not attacking anybody. But you find that they attack you, you find that they are exchanging their time for money. And anybody who exchanges their time for money will always earn the lowest. Anybody who exchanges their time for money will always earn the lowest. Because if it doesn't have any skill, there's nothing that is bringing to the table, but I'm ready to get it out of the way. So that's the lowest connection you get to be. The next one is about time and energy. If you exchange your time and energy, let me give an example. Primarily, let me use a method. Now, not a skill one, it's of general. And I'm using it for lack of no lack of disrespect of anything, but I'm using it just as an example. They're exchanging their time and energy. And for lack of which example, I'm going to conclude about you find a lesson telling about Jeffrey as a core instructions. This is not a skilled worker. They're exchanging their time and energy. Their value that they're going to get is going to be also slightly more than someone who's exchanging their time, but what's it called? But still low. Because they're exchanging their time and energy, which is still below the hierarchy. The next thing is about knowledge. Exchanging your knowledge for money. I think all of us know the challenge we have here in Kenya in terms of you can become a graduate, but there's an employment crisis. But the reason why there's an employment crisis is because the educational system always pushes knowledge ahead of skills. And you find that if you exchange, and you may think, and I see this a lot, oh, I'm a graduate, but it's just the only thing you have is just knowledge, especially for some of the courses. marine technology or something like that. Solar for a great example. All you're doing is just exchanging a bit of your knowledge that anybody else can have, anybody else can learn for money, which is also still a bit low. The next thing is skill. If you really want to pursue career, especially in this particular modern day age, I'll always urge all of us to get a skill, a practical skill. Because if you have a skill, it gives you an edge. I think one of the things I remember when I was pursuing BCom, I was being told, BCom, let me use it as an example. BCom is knowledge. CPA or CCA is a skill. It's literally your skill to become an accountant because you're able to understand much more as a degree. So if you're into technology or maybe you're trying to pursue tech, try to have maybe practical skills, coding skills, understand that science. So if you have a skill, you're much more. Now this is an example of a mechanic. A mechanic will be paid much more sometimes even than a graduate because a mechanic knows specific things that not everybody has or not everybody knows. The next thing in terms of this hierarchy is in terms of business. And I'm using it as a product or a service. You have to exchange a product or a service, you're creating value, and this value can be created to more people. You see, all this, your skill, your knowledge, time, and energy can only be created to one person. But if you have a product or a service, it can be created to perpetual individuals. And you'll be able to do this, you're going to earn much more. Next thing is leadership. I can never stress it more. I think as I go through the presentation on entrepreneurship, I'll talk about leadership more. Any person who has the ability to lead, because leadership entails so many different things, you're also higher in terms of the hierarchy of value. A CEO is just a leader. A grad is just a grad. And I'm using that as an example. A CEO will always earn much more than a grad. Despite the grad working much more than the CEO. Sigara atakuwa night shift. CEO probably atakuja kwa meetings, maybe his day is done. But the virtue of being a leader, which is also one of the components around entrepreneurship, you earn much more. And above this hierarchy of value is talent. If God has given you a talent, I always say pursue it as much as you can, because talent is the most valuable thing you can actually get out. Because talent cannot be quantified. Messi will always earn more than a CEO. Saudi will always earn more than any particular CEO, because it's a talent. So if God has given you any particular talent in the hierarchy of value, because talent and gifts are inborn. Leadership can be learned, product and service can always be built, but talent is actually God built. If you have any talent, if it's painting, let me just share a small story. I was in Stratmore, one of the ideas and businesses I tried is the businesses around graffiti t-shirts and shambalas. Back then, people had to say for shambala. I don't know if you guys remember shambala? Yes, so I used to, nilikuwa nimejua rasta fulani, I used to stay in Buruburu, nilikuwa nimejua rasta fulani, so I used to make shambala, so I used to buy my from because I was in Stratmore, I was buying for 30 more, as in a Stratmore was 150, 200 because Stratmore ilikuwa mapana. So there's a Mbayako, and then kulikuwa na Safaricom 7. Back 2013, 2012, kulikuwa na Safaricom 7. Since Safaricom 7 is such as an opportunity. And one of the things I got to realize, always use your student tag for your benefit. So you can about your Safaricom or organize and show them I'm a student, I'm an entrepreneur, they connect them to Kuza Shambala or to Kuza 7, and they give me that particular opportunity. And they can then we got a group of friends. Tukanunua mashambana, tukapotea at a cheaper price, tukakuza, tukarealize that show. So the kind of policy or the design, there's a lot of things that was going to do. I got a guy called Eliamin Ali. You can go on Instagram, check him out. So Eliamin Ali met him just as a stranger. He He's a graffiti artist. He gave me his t-shirts, we formed a friendship. So a small story, I'll tell you about Eliamin. And you can even check it out on YouTube, but it is show like some few months. You can go on YouTube, search Eliamin Ali on YouTube, Let's Business, go listen to his story. So Eliamin comes from Mombasa, from a very poor background. Mama yake alimalisha kufundisha class 8. Alifanya class 8 kutoka Mombasa. Hapo mama yake because he grew from a very poor family. But the good thing he had, Eliamin alikuwa the artist. He knows how to do graffiti. Akuja Nairobi akazapata graffiti. Benja was meeting him, mashallah, kutengeneza matisho. Vile kwa kimjua tena akaanza kudu matatu. So So right now, NAIROBI has two tattoo parlors. You tattoo calligraph Jones, Otile Brown, Juicy and Communicator and to your pictures. I'm in Canada, I'm in a project of Drake. And go check him out. Yes, he has employed close to 10 people. He has what's it called? 2 parlors, one in Town, one in ST, at Lazette. He earns more than a CEO. He currently is servicing his mortgage on a hour. Go check out the story. We don't do percentage, but remember what I'm going to say. If God has given you a talent, try to pursue it as much as you can. Because your talent is providing what you bring to poverty. And it's the highest level of creation that you have. If you're going to do this particular point, say hi. Hi. So I try to share as much as possible you can. So let's just talk about entrepreneurship. I'll try to learn as much as I can. Let me just ask you a question. What does it take to move this bus? What does it take to move this bus? Anybody? Assuming that the bus will appear, they will service. What does it take to move this bus? Fantastic. It takes a driver to move this bus. Awesome. We've gotten the answer. I'm taking some with this. The next question, why does this bus exist? Anybody? You don't have to put a level. Go ahead. Speak out like louder. To offer transportation, good. Why does this particular bus exist? Anybody else?
Somebody came up with the idea.
Okay, good idea. Yeah. Anybody else? Why does this bus exist? Carry more passengers. Why does this bus exist?
Business.
Oh, business purposes. Why does this bus exist? Anything. We are not in a class, so we are not judging anybody one is wrong, one is right. Why does this bus exist? Speak up louder. 2. It exists because of technology. Okay, now what's the why does the bus exist?
I think it's because someone can display his idea.
Alright, so that's what the idea. Why does the bus exist? Anybody else before to the end? To create employment. Fantastic. So the answers that we wanted to get, the existence of the bus, major existence of the bus, primarily for the passengers to serve transportation and also to offer employment. And I just want to walk with you, just walk with me closely. You find that we talked about the bus will only move with the driver. And I'm using the driver as, what's it called, to bring the analogy of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship as the word entrepreneur, you see entrepreneurship has the word entrepreneur before it. And I'm using the driver as an analogy. So the driver is the entrepreneur, right? If you're together, say hi.
Hi.
And then I'm using the existence of the bus, I'm using this particular two purposes to show entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a process. So the bus can only move because it's an entrepreneur. So driver, no, entrepreneur, for this analogy. And the bus, its existence, is for the passengers, transportation, and also to employment, which provides entrepreneurship is supposed to do. Let me just break it down. So entrepreneurship, I'm using the driver as the entrepreneur and the bus to form entrepreneurship. It's just an analogy, right? And you find that through the bus exists to literally serve and need to passengers to move from point A to B and also to create employment. It's because of the bus that people actually employ people able to earn a living. And from the description of entrepreneurship, it is the creation or extraction of economic value. So if I want to be an entrepreneur about creating economic value, and I'll break you down how exactly you can go about this. So entrepreneurship, as I've mentioned, is formed of the person, the entrepreneur. I'll talk about it because primarily entrepreneurship cannot exist without the entrepreneur. And I'll talk about entrepreneurship, the process. And I'll use the analogy of the bus. So I'm using the bus as an analogy, and I'll break it down as we go ahead. So let me start with the entrepreneur. Let me start with the driver. So let me ask you a question. What does it take for the driver to drive the bus? You can hear me? All right. The skills, all right. License, yes. Anybody else? What does it take for the driver to drive the bus? Just mentioned the skill, the license. Anything else? Experience, which is a good word. Anybody else? Yeah. The key? Okay, that's a good word.
Good.
God, yes, it's God. Age, yes, that's a good word.
The bus has to be there.
Yes, the bus has to be there.
The bus and bus.
Yes, really. So that's a little bit careful. But that's a good word. Anybody else? Insurance, that's a good word. And such a cheap.
State of mind.
State of the mind, very good word. What else? Doing the direction is very clean. Anybody else? But just good answers. Have to have energies. Yes, that's good. Any final one? Stop. So the main things to mention. So I'll just select a few. So the driver has to have about 18. That's why we're competent. You must have gone to a driving school or learned it. Experience. You may have been asked for a sober because you cannot drive when you're not sober. You must be patient. You must be caring also to your passengers and moving about. And I just pushed it to bracket as values. And I'll just break it down to us. I just highlight these particular three things. Competence. For you to become an entrepreneur, you have to be competent. And I'll talk about it much later on because entrepreneurship is about what's called being competent. And competence in entrepreneurship is your ability to render value. If you can render value in entrepreneurship, you're competent. And I'll talk about it much more. Experience, which is very key. For you to drive, you must have some essence of experience, not to be driven by a beginner. And you find that in entrepreneurship, so long as you have either knowledge, you have observed it, you have had a previous experience, and you can leverage it, and I'll touch about it much more, you can become an entrepreneur. And another thing is about values. There are three values for an entrepreneur, from my experience and what is I have observed. And I'm calling this the PPI. The PPI primarily means persistence, patience, and integrity. These are fundamental values for any particular entrepreneur. Let me just touch on it briefly because I'll be touching on this as we go ahead. Persistence. Even if you're pursuing any particular career or anything, persistence. If you're not persistent with anything, you'll never get to have any breakthrough from what exactly you've seen. Let me share my story of persistence. What's it called? As I mentioned earlier on, I always wanted to be on TV. It's because I wanted to learn this. I knew I was doing a lab presentation, a lab meeting, and all that stuff. I kept one thing that I've mentioned as a consistent thing. Even when you go to my YouTube page, I've done a lot of shows that I've tried to present that didn't go through. And I've never really given up. I remember my mom was at one point just telling me, yes, what I did to a family, I went to a job too with the revelation. But I was very persistent because I knew two things after university, two things I was very certain of. I was going to go into media and I was going to go into business. Those things I was very persistent on. And persistence primarily what opens up. Let me give you an example of how my passion came to be. I had this idea, I was calling it the business coach. And I remember then I was having running a media, what's it called, my production studio. I was telling my colleagues how to do this show. I'm like, it doesn't make sense to them. You know, because most guys, when it comes to media, we're used to entertainment. But for me, I was like, yeah, I want to focus on business. So I came up with the idea of doing a business coach. It was like, I told them to find it. I'm like, it makes sense. So I decided, at that time, to shoot, edit by myself, do graphics. So literally for my first show, I went and shot the pilot by myself. And my camera peke nikasema nikafanya interviews, nikajieditia, nikaenda TV, nikapitch, haikuwork, nikaeka tu pale, nikaja pitch, haikuwork. But later when I got to standard, I went and pitched the same thing, it came to be. And it took like a period around 3 years. That's some of the businesses I'm doing. It's just persistence. And I'll mention to them as I go ahead. Persistence is something very key. Even as in anything that you believe in, anything that your heart beats for, you have to be persistent. Next thing is patience. nothing will just come to you just like that. You have to be patient. It's like the most beautiful thing to have is ask the human beings. No matter how much money I want or how much money I have, I cannot want a child today and get a child today. I have to wait for 9 months. So that particular cycle of just the human being teaches us also patience, which is such a key element. And finally is integrity. We're in a world, or rather in a country whereby kuna wasiwa wash. You see guys sharing it on Instagram, TikTok, whatever for forex. You have to do forex. But you never know the story behind people. So one thing I always prefer for you to have a comfortable life whereby you can move anywhere. Other than the trivia mat, I can move comfortably, even without a car or anything, because there's no one who's looking for me. Integrity, stay here too, and then make sure the one it actually happens. So integrity, if you literally want to go far, if you literally have to have a comfortable life, integrity. I've had colleagues, what's it called? Let me share a story. There's a time I had this particular colleague, I didn't know what exactly he was doing. So we used to be friends, and then one day, actually I have so many stories. So one day I said, breaking news. There's some guys who have been caught in Rwanda for trying to steal from the bank. And just go and see, when I picture this, I want to condemn and sleep. So that's the way integrity, because guys want to grab shortcuts. What's up with that colleague? To continue to the chat, I'm like, oh, I'm good, I'm with the treasury. But every weekend, I see her traveling to the coast, I'm in Malindi, I'm in the restaurant, I didn't know what she was doing. Next moment, Citizen. Breaking news, someone has been, whatever, ABCD has been caught, has been stealing 40 million from the government. Integrity. Integrity. Of anything you should have in this particular life, always have integrity. Whether to pursue career, whether to pursue business, integrity. I always just put that in place. I'll share a bit about entrepreneurial wisdom for a particular entrepreneur before I go into the process. If you're together at this particular point, say hi. Hi. So one of the things I will mention, and this is some of my lessons as we go ahead. Always have your eye on the prize and always have your eye on God. There's some places you're going to, no human being can get you. There's some doors that no human being can get you, but it's only God. And I use the media story. No one from my background is from media. No one has ever, I don't know people with connections. But because I was having my eye on this particular prayer, this is really what I want to do. And have my eye on God. God is not open doors for me. Even some of the businesses I'm trying to do, it's only just having your eye on the prize and having your eye on God. It's only God who can open some doors. Sometimes you can look at it in terms of, even if you use the story of Ali. Ali came from Mombasa, from a very poor background, and came to NAIROBI. But right now, it's being sought out by Drake, the one Drake from here. Even just about 21 videos, he's in Canada. Drake will Libya, the company of Drake will Libya, flight to Canada. They're literally paying for his accommodation. They're paying him crazy amount of money to go do tattoos for his crew and to do arts. And it's not about any other thing. He's Muslim, but he always tells me to Allah. Because the only thing you get out of it, there's some doors can only happen because you're focused on what you do and you have your mind on God. Another thing I've come to learn, building the dark. I think in an era of social media where we want to show everything. And atakuonyesha nimebali gani, atakuonyesha nimemake it. Walimo maji. But a secret to entrepreneurship of anything, always try to build in the dark. What I mean by this is that sometimes anything that you want to pursue, especially things that are big, try to be away from the crowds. Because it allows you to make mistakes, it allows you to learn, it allows you to nurse your pain in private. Because the thing about entrepreneurship, it's not for character development. It will take you character development. But if you're able to build in the dark, not from the people's eye, and not having a heart to show off when things work out to produce. Another thing, learning never ends. Always know, learning really never ends. Always be in a constant pursuit to learn. Right now, I'm in the pursuit of two industries. Industries I'd never known or been to. One of them is dairy. Dairy is just providing what's called processing development, processing ice creams and mala. I've never thought about it, but I was just thinking about it's just curiosity. When I used to stay in Guru, I used to see some guys who were gonna broker yogurt. And I used to it's a time kikuja, na buy, and I'm just a good idea. This can bring it to a business. While we're very reluctant, because then we can be very comfortable so fast. Because I can take 2,000, 3,000 a week, so I can buy yogurt from say, wanakuja nauza, for estate, they make their money, they're very comfortable. So we was like, you guys, we can build this into a business. Because there's a structure, don't make it to build the share of manufacture. It's like, you can cut out the idea of Konayo, you are going to Konayo, so I decided to pursue it. Because I could, trainings, you can how to make yogurt. Most of the time, some of the trainings are sort of fine. It's mostly maybe you go for it. So for the training, I shall be the mechanic. I'm in the right place. But I learned how to do it. I learned how to process ice cream. I learned how to do all these things. And right now, we're setting up our plant for the computer business how to do it. What exactly is I'm trying to say? As in, never get comfortable, always try to learn new things. Because you never know what God doesn't plan for you. Another industry that I'm interested in is construction. I just met someone who's in the industry, I developed an interest. The kind of was a job that I said, I learned too. Job that I said, always try to learn. Because businesses can never, because one thing about business, never pursue a business you have no knowledge about. And the best thing if you want to do to succeed in business, try to go into a business that you have no prior experience. Because if you go in as a rookie, you're able to be what's called progress much faster. Because of time, I want to just touch so much into it, but I'll just share the notes. That's what I get to do. We are together at this particular point, say hi. Hi. I really want to share as much as possible in the shortest period as possible. So I also share the notes that as well as not just how touch on to everything I prepared to be. Another thing I'd just like to share, especially if you're going to the world of entrepreneurship, is decision making. And I have this thing called the priority matrix. If you are able to run a business, or any particular point you're able to run a business, this you can just have it as a side note, because probably maybe some of us are not running a business. But if you have to make any decision into business, have this as your order of priority. Your business should always be number one. What direction is the business heading to? That should always inform your decisions. If the business calls for this, that should always make your decision. As an entrepreneur, you're always last. Let me give you an example out of my current experience. So I've told you guys I'm into the dairy business, right? Dairy is quite capital intensive, and the thing is about business. If you're trying to start out, never try to look for investment or investor. Try to do as much as you can to build a business to a particular point before you have. That means you have to make a lot of sacrifices. So for me to set up my dairy plant, I've used all my savings. So what the business demands is for me to buy some machines. What does that mean? I'm the process I have to sell my car. Because if business demands for it, I need to buy this, I need to make the business go to another level. I have to sell my property. Because the business calls for it. There's a Shabbat may have worked for and because the business demands for it, I have to make all these sacrifices now. Because sometimes about life, one thing I've come to learn, our 20s and our 30s are the periods you have to make sacrifices for you to build a dynasty. Because for me, my desire is for us to build it, for me and my family to build a dynasty. So it's very uncomfortable, but it's decisions you have to make. If a business demands for this, you have to do some sacrifice. So whenever you're in a business and you're pursuing any business, the sacrifice has to be for that business. Because the sacrifices are for now, but the always get paid later. Next thing is your team and your suppliers. There's nothing as difficult as everyone, because without your family, the suppliers I need to take care of. Because without your team and your suppliers, so always know this. The first decision and sacrifice is for your business. suppliers, because without them, you don't have a business. And the last thing, clean up your mission. By the time you get to reap off all the businesses I'm trying to do, probably is in 2 or 3 years' time. So because all these sacrifices. One of the biggest mistakes I see from guys starting businesses, unatakuanza leo, unatakulewa leo. Biashara inakuletea hiyo, utakulewa kitu yote. And some of us, and I always get this, because a lot of guys come to me for coaching, for business coaching. Oh, nataka kwanza biashara, but you don't have to make any sacrifices. One thing I can tell you, and out of my experiences, it's painful running a business, very painful, but eventually it's rewarding. So if you want to go for this particular path, always be ready to make these particular sacrifices. These are sharing out of my experiences. It doesn't make sense. In my 20s, I'm hustled, become a Shabazano, I have a Volkswagen, my life is very comfortable. I can still pursue comfortably anything I want to do, but because I have a bigger vision of where exactly I want to go, life also sacrifices, temporary sacrifices. You can never achieve anything without sacrifices. That is just always have to have it. If you want to pursue anything, that's no sacrifice. Let me just share with you just one of the experiences. As I mentioned to you earlier on, I graduated earlier on this year with my master's in digital journalism. For me to get this paper, I'll call it a paper with this particular communication, I remember I had to sacrifice my December holidays for actually talk a thesis. I know probably you guys have done thesis called from the undergrad. And thesis calls for you to spend life. So my December holidays, I did spend it with my family, but I'm traveling, but if the camp, they cry, they think it's too much from my God, so I realize my masters. It is very painful, but every sacrifice always has a beautiful reward. So always have to make it. That's what I want to share with you. If you have to come to this particular point, say hi. Hi. Any question? You can ask. For me, I'm being very frank with my experiences, and I'm making a teaching because I want you guys to succeed. Oh, so you want something? Sam.
Like, you can start with a small business and exactly what.
Yes. So, let me give you an example. So, I mentioned that you can start with anything. One of the biggest challenges most guys have is that capital. Guys use capital as an excuse. There's a concept in business called bootstrapping. Bootstrapping primarily means using the minimal resources to try to grow any business you want to do. Let me give you a practical example. I'm very simple. At least daily, it's something all of us can create. So there's a business like on Brookside, and it's very expensive for you to buy what's called dairy infrastructure. I cannot afford it. I'm not trying to buy the machines because the model didn't work. So what I did was that I went to learn how best can I get into this business, right? Especially initially it was yogurt. And then I asked myself, how best can I go to do it? So I started inquiring for guys in the business. I got to realize that you can actually prepare yogurt from your kitchen. It's something you can actually get to do. So sometimes I always say, the reason you use capital is because you're not pursuing enough knowledge. Another thing I want to learn, I can look for a factory that has all the resources and I can be hiring to use the factory at a very small fee. So you see, I've got that value for capital. So anything that you want to pursue, try to have as much knowledge as possible as you can, and then try to talk to guys in the industry, try to look where can they start. Let me give you another example. Because you're Shambhala. Shambhala is not expensive, but one thing I want to realize when you're going to set up for somebody I use leverage. So it's quite able to buy big orders. They can come restaurant to go best, and if I for free, right now also the person to share. So peer relationships, how you bootstrapping. So capital is not an excuse. The capital of saying content za online, nataka YouTuber. Kasa nahitaji kamera, nahitaji nini? That is an excuse. If you really want to pursue something, so you have to afford. Always about for the best happen. So capital is always an excuse. You can start with the general. The key thing You can hear him. You're scared. Sir.
No.
Like, is it advisable to follow an idea from the virtual practice of you try to convince people about what you're trying to do about a certain thing you want to pursue, but it's like they don't understand you. You try to really convince investors, people, friends, but they can't get this idea that you have. Okay, these are what I was saying. The question was, is it always good? You are trying to build up an idea, trying to come up with a concept, but you're like explaining to people, but they can't understand you. Or maybe they are saying, you can't say anything that you will come up with that. And it always advisable to drop it so you can think of another one.
One thing you can say about ideas, let me use it as an example. I've never been the objection for let me just answer your question and use an example. The thing is, when you're pursuing an idea, as I mentioned earlier on, about career and entrepreneurship, there are two things. You're there to create value and to be of service. If there's something you should never forget, and maybe should be a takeaway before you go to break, is that you're there to be of value and to be of service. So any idea that you have, ask yourself, is it of service to somebody else? If you're convinced it is of service to somebody else, ask yourself the same question, am I creating value? Right? If you're convinced it's actually creating value of service, always pursue it. Because not everybody is going to see what you see. And that's the thing about us. God has given us a deposit into us that people cannot see. As I read the story about my pursuit into media, I don't look like somebody to be to TV, I don't sound like anybody to TV, but myself, I saw myself as this, and I pursued it. One of the why you always tell me to do this, why you always do this and all that stuff. But because I was able to be the values I mentioned, persistent enough, and I was able to persevere through the lows and the other particular feedback, I was able to get it. Because so long as you're of service, because the whole idea for me to be into media is to be of influence and to be of service to the audience, and trying to push the narrative of business and entrepreneurship. I was of service and I was of value. So any idea that you have, ask yourself, am I of service to somebody else? Am I of value? If it's yes, pursue it, because not everybody is going to see what you see. And the challenge, like, and one thing I always say is that sometimes we give our dreams because of other people, but our dreams are not for other people, our dreams are for God. Our dreams are for God. We don't exist for other people, we exist for God. And if you exist for God, you're going to be of service to people. Final question before we go on a short break. Get together, say hi.
Hi.
Fantastic. So we told you to take a short break.
We go for lunch. After lunch, we come back and continue. Okay.
If you have any question, anything, you can simply say, I'm here to just serve you.